subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Mr. Hatilia. All right.
Yo,
What's up, brother?
do you hear me?
I can hear you. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. I'm just reflect. I just wanted to say I appreciate what you're saying now because I used to listen to these Mac lessons when I was young in high school,
Oh yeah.
and it's like a lot of like what you was saying right now. It's like it just kind of it hits a different way with me because it's like, man, I could relate. Like, being Travis Hunter's age and navigating with women, and just like not necessarily having people around me to tell me, yo, this is that or that is this. And then also having the people that was telling me, this is like, yo, she ain't right for you. You just kind of ignore, you tuning them out for whatever reason. But it's just like it all kind of comes full circle with me, and I can appreciate what you're saying about this subject because it's definitely like a lot of young men can relate to it, definitely for
Oh,
sure.
oh yeah, man. Look, back in the day, man, when I was out there, me and my partners, man, we kept each other on top of our toes going through the player stage. And one thing we did, we made sure that each of us held a certain standard when it came to women. Meaning, if we saw one of the top notch players with like a female that we know they can do better, we kind of let them know. We pull them to the side and kind of let, hey man, keep your standards. Come on now, you ain't supposed to be doing that. Women, y'all do that too. See, women do that. Women do that all the time. Women out and about, and their homegirl is talking to like some janky mouth dude who got like faux teeth. And women, they'll pull. We gotta go. Come on, girl. You pull your homegirl away from them. Thorough players kind of do the same thing. If we sometimes when you go somewhere, fellas, you're out there clubbing, and the club is a little dry. The club is dry, and it's like a monster mash at the club. Sometimes you know how it is, fellas. You go club hopping sometimes, and you go to the club, and it's like the scene. It looks like the bar scene from Star Wars. It's there's a monster mash in the club, and then basically you're in there trying to um, scavenge, and you're trying to get the best looking monster, and and the homies are like, nah, brother. No, no, no. We're not trying to get America's next top monster, nigga. We just gonna charge all this shit to the game. All right. We're not having a monster pageant. All right. We just gotta go somewhere else. We ain't picking nothing up out of here. And we know it's dry. We just gotta go to the next spot. Because sometimes people just try to do things that's easy. You try to go get the thing that's available. We start trying to make little deals. Well, her face is strong, but the ass is kind of fat. And I'm like, I might be able to do something with that. She got, one, her back tooth is missing, but her face ain't that bad. We start trying to make deals, and it's good to have a homie with you. Like, hey man, what's that you're talking to, player? Like, no, 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 we can't do that now. I'm not gonna let you go that way. You know. So that's why it's good to have other thorough players around. Carlos, what's up, Carlos? Carlos, unmute that mic. All right. Since Carlos ain't gonna unmute that mic, let's get this guy. This guy says he hates black people. All right, let's get him in here. His screen name is I hate black people. All right, hop on and tell me why you hate black people. I hate black people. Unmute your mic and tell us why you hate black people. He has a bunch of okay. He don't no don't get down. No, hop back up. No no no. Don't run down. He gonna request to get on. I let him up, and he's gonna dip back down in the queue. No no no. Hop your ass back up and let us know why you hate black people. Why you want people to know that. All right. Let me get Yeah, he bounced for good. All right. Let's get the dream sketcher in the building. The dream sketcher in the building. What's happening? Oh, wait. Let's get I hate black people. You hear? I hate black people. Hop on. Okay, that's it. You did all that just to say some shit that we ain't really tripping off of. All right. Yeah, that wasn't too creative. All right, that wasn't creative at all. All right, Dream, what's up, Dream? And I hate black people, dude. You can't say that in person. That's the thing.
What's up,
What's
Flex?
up, Dream? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Long time listener. Cyber Regina is my cousin, my first cousin on my mother's
Oh
side.
wow, wow.
Yeah, my mother's side is from they come from Maryland, Southern Maryland. My father's side is from Trinidad.
Okay,
Um, but I was born in New York, raised in Philly and Jersey.
yeah.
I just wanted to say, in regard to Travis, man, I kind of low key feel sorry for him because I think I saw some time ago his father had just got out of prison when he got the Heisman, I
Oh
think.
wow.
Yeah, like his father had to watch from home because I guess he was on like house arrest or whatever.
Mm. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you think about that, like, he didn't have that father raising him up. Like Dion, when you look at Dion and Shador and his brother, you see how they were raised totally
Oh
different.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's kind of like, what I mean, you kind of that's why I say you kind of feel sorry for him. But at the same time, it's like, man, you around a dude like Dion and his sons, they giving you the game, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, are you applying it?
Right.
And it's like I feel like he's gonna learn the hard
That's what.
way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's gonna shine a light on a lot of athletes and young people because it's like, we see this all the time where it's like dudes they got it all and then they blow it all away messing with the wrong woman.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I land my
My
plane.
man, I appreciate you. Yeah, man. I wish the best for Travis. I hope he gets it together because I would hate for him to have to learn the game the hard way because that your money is gonna start getting funny when you have to learn it the hard way. So we don't want that. We don't want that. Carlos, are you ready? Are you what we doing? Uh, Carlos, let me get you out of here, Carlos, and we'll get too strong. Let's get too strong in here. Too strong in the building. Where you at, too strong? All right, all right, too strong ain't saying nothing. Let's get Snow.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Here he is. What's up, too strong?
Yeah. No, I just wanted to bring up that he did not sign a prenup.
Oh God.
He did not do the prenup, so I wanted to put that out there.
Wow, wow. Well, I kind of knew the way he acts that she's gonna finesse his ass about out the prenup. I can already tell. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's gonna have to learn the hard way. And fellas, you don't want to have to learn the game the hard way. You don't want to have to learn the hard way. Um, because when you learn the hard way, man, it's too late. We don't have black men. We don't have them many damn chances. Once we hit a lick, get a good come up, we've already beaten a lot of odds getting there. So adding all of these other pressures, especially one of these exotic white adjacents, that's what I call these women. You got to watch out for that. And fellas, we got to get deep. Let me get deep about that for a minute. Y'all got to watch out for these white women or white adjacents, meaning that these people who will be used as honorary whites, as long as they can be weaponized against a influential black person. I want y'all to understand that game. That's another part of the game y'all need to understand. Just like Cassie, that Diddy is going through that with Cassie now. She's an exotic, non-FBA other who can get temporary white adjacent status. meaning that you're not going to be let into white society whole as a whole, but white society will utilize you as a weapon against the black person to get a bigger fish because they're trying to get Diddy's money. Yeah, if they get this weird ass Rico on Diddy, they can get 400 million of his dollars locked in. They can start confiscating that money. That's what this is all about, by the way. So they'll get this exotic other who's down with all of this freaky shit and all. Then what happens is like they always do, and I've been talking about this since the Mac lessons days. The white adjacent woman, the white or white adjacent, all they have to do is say, hell, this Negro made me do it. That's it. Y'all better, brothers, you got to be very careful of that. You love who you love. Let's be clear. I'm not saying who to date, who not to date. I'm not saying that. Because there's some cool people out there. You might meet you a Mexican chick who's cool. Knock yourself out. That's okay. You meet a white girl, cool. Knock yourself out. I don't tell people who to date, who not to date. My thing is when you get with these people and you try to do dirt with them, that's where you got to watch out. You listen to me, fam. When you get with these exotic others, a lot of times they want to live on the wild side. Just dating you as a black person, that's them being on the wild side right there. That's them kind of being rebellious as it is. So they want to take the rebellion to a whole different level. Hey, let's go rob a bank, nigga. Let's go out here and hit the blade. Let's go out here and sell some dope. Let's go out here and have freak offs. Let's just go crazy. See, a lot of these women, they coerce the dudes into doing all of this weird stuff. They want to get their jollies off and they want to get their wild side off, and they always make sure they do it with black people. You make sure you're doing it with a black person so that when shit goes down, you are their get out of jail free card. All they got to do is say, the Negro made me do it. This is historic. They've been doing this. This weaponizing of black male association all since the Jim Crow era. These white women and non-blacks, they've had these associations with black men as a shield and a sword. They can weaponize the proximity when it's convenient. Just like Malcolm X. Y'all remember the Malcolm X movie? Malcolm X was out there hitting licks with them white women. And then Malcolm went to jail. That's what he was in prison for. He was out there hitting licks with them white women. That's what he went to prison for. And the white women, they squared up that he was hitting licks with. These white women trying to be on the wild side. Huh? You are the get out of jail free card. These women, they can flip the narrative. All they got to do is say they were manipulated, coerced, abused. They're the victims. Even if they were willing participants, just like Cassie. Cassie was damn near, according to the testimony, looked like she was begging for dick. She was begging to get peed on and down with all the freak offs. Now, oops, Diddy made me do it. Oops, I tried to leave, but he wouldn't let me leave. But that whole the black man made me do it, the black man brainwashed me. They've been saying that for the longest. Y'all remember Patty Hearst from the 1970s? Y'all remember Patty Hearst, this white woman? The Hearst family. She's the Hearst family is a filthy rich family. It's a white family, just mega rich family. Is it Randolph Hearst, the patriarch of the family? They owned some publications. They were a media family. The Hearst family was big money. Even now, they're big money family. So the daughter, Patty Hearst, in the 70s, she got with a radical militant organization called the Symbionese Liberation Army. It was a lot of white folks in it, but the head guy was a black dude named I think Donald DeFreeze or something like that. Some Negro from Cleveland. And he was out there in this organization, and Patty Hearst was out there robbing banks and just doing all types of weird shit with this organization. And on a side note, some people said that the leader of that organization might have been an undercover Fed, and They were doing all of these licks in order to paint these black radical groups as all insane, but that's a side note. But she was with the Symbionese Liberation Army and they were hitting licks, robbing banks. And when everybody got caught, she said she was brainwashed. The Negro who led the organization brainwashed her and all this old shit. And I think she went to jail for like a quick minute, but Jimmy Carter let her out. And I think Bill Clinton just gave her a full pardon later on, like years later. He just cleared her record, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the white woman is always going to be the victim if there's a black man involved. You see, and that whole abused by a black man defense, that's legally profitable. You see, they get book deals, civil suits, settlements alleging that they've been abused or traumatized by some black man. And these claims, they're not really scrutinized like that as if if the abusers was white. You know, you can't really falsely accuse white celebrities of anything. If you accuse them of something, you better have some damn evidence. If you accuse a white celebrity of something, you better have some damn evidence. With black ones, but they let anybody say something about Bill Cosby. They had not only did they have no evidence, many of the women were damn debunked. They were just exposed for straight up lying by independent media sources. But yeah, you can't put a false accusation really on a white male celebrity. Boy, you better have the receipt. I remember some random white woman lied on Chris Brown. She said that Chris Brown, there was a party at Chris Brown's house and Chris Brown abused her, did something to her. They had helicopters. They had the whole neighborhood surrounded. Y'all remember that? This was a few years ago. And I live out here. This was like in my neighborhood. So I live out here. They had traffic all hemmed up, helicopters and SWAT at Chris Brown's house because of some dumbass white girl lying, saying that something happened to her at Chris Brown's house. You know what I'm saying? So they go right on code and go overboard with a white woman making an accusation. Some little bummy, dopey white woman making some false accusation, and they're doing all of that overkill. Because they understand black men are easier targets. They understand that. And the media, they will amplify those narratives. See, the media, they like to amplify the victim narrative of these white adjacent and white women who allege any wrongdoing by a black man. They ain't gonna fact check nothing. Yeah. And these relationships, they're one-sided risk. See, the power dynamic in these relationships that black men have with these white and white adjacent women, it's a skewed relationship because they can gain money, fame, and access and little risk. There's no risk. Even if they get caught lying, they're not going to get punished for lying. Whereas a black woman, if you lie on a white boy, they're going to lock you up. Remember the Duke lacrosse team? There was a black woman who falsely said that she got gang raped, and they were like, oh no, 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 we're going to investigate you. And they ended up punishing her, and then the lawyer, I think her lawyer got disbarred or something. They said, oh no, no, we don't do this to white men now. The negresses don't get to do this to white men. And again, black women, you can't get with the white boys and run the same finesse game like the white women do with the brothers. That's why you see black women. How many times have you seen black women ending up paying alimony and child support to white men? You see that all the time. It was just the case recently. The chick who was like on The Bachelorette or something like that. She was married to a white boy for a quick minute. Now she ended up having to pay alimony to this white boy. Ollie Berry got to pay child support to two white men. That Aisha Tyler woman had to pay either child support or alimony to one of her zaddies. So yeah, it's a whole different dynamic when black men and black women get with folks in the dominant society. Yeah. Let me get some calls in here. Let's get Ayub. Let's get Ayub in the building. Ayub. Hop on, Ayub. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Ayub. We're waiting on him to get it together. Ayub, where you at? All right, while Ayub is trying to get his thing together, let's get QT on duty. Let's get Cutie on duty. All right, Ayub, are you ready? All right, Cutie on duty. And I hope this is a woman I'm talking to. Cutie on duty. Unmute your microphone. All right, Cutie on duty. Unmute your damn microphone. All right, your phone ain't on duty. Yeah, there you go.
Hello?
I can hear
Can you
you.
hear me? Hey, peace, power, blessings, and cash reparations to my Black American Negro freedmen. I just want to let you know that I found on the internet that Travis Hunter is Haitian on both sides.
Really?
His mother is Haitian and his father is Haitian. Yes, I posted it in the chat. Yes, but that's where that
I
goofiness
gotta
kind of that odd kind of
show me
weirdness that we kept picking up on. But yes, he stated that his mother is and his father is, and it's in the
where the
chat.
receipts. I gotta see it. Where they at?
They're in the chat. I'll put it in the jumbotron. But yes, they're in
Okay,
the
put it in
chat.
the jumbotron. I gotta see this. Hold on.
I
All right.
sure will. I sure
Thank you,
will.
dear.
Thanks.
All right. Now I got to get some verification on this. Hold on, because I thought it was FBA, but hold on. Let me double check. Hold on. Let me double check, ladies and gentlemen. I'm waiting on her to show the receipt. Put it in the jumbotron, dear. If you can put that in the jumbotron, that would be great. Okay, Travis Hunter. Well, let me see what this is. Okay, what is this? I'm looking at this. Travis Hunter includes Haitian American roots. He mentioned his mother. Okay, his father being Haiti. Okay, let me Haitian Institute. Okay, where's okay? Okay. This is from like AI, but let me hold on. That's from AI. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on one second, because that would make some sense. Hold on. I'm trying to look up some.
It makes a lot of sense because we just I just picked up that there's something odd and off about him, especially just watching him and stuff, and you could just kind of pick up that something is not us about
Okay.
him. So, but yeah, I'll keep searching and looking. But I just wanted to let you know. Thank you so much.
Yeah, again, I'm trying to look and I don't I saw that with AI, but there's no links. So yeah, you gotta watch what AI says because yeah, I don't see anything else. I'm looking it up. Instagram, no HN platform. Um, I'm trying to see. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything verifying that. We got to be very careful. We got to be very careful with information that don't really have no source links. You got to be very careful. Because yeah, I don't see anything else specifying that he is Haitian. I don't see anything else. We got to watch out for that. Hold on, let me get Nikki the God in the building. Nikki the God, hop on in, dear. Nikki the God. Nikki. Oh, Nikki, where you at, dear? Nikki, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Okay. Nikki, I can't hear you. Okay, something's going on with your phone. Ayub, are you ready, Ayub? Ayub. Okay, okay, get out of here, dude. Okay, you ain't saying shit. Get your ass out of here. Just up here trying to pose. Okay, let's get Nikki back in here. Maybe her phone can work correctly. Nikki, are you good? All right, Nikki, where you at?
Okay, sorry about that. Somebody called at the same time. Yeah, I meant to tell her that, yeah, during this whole Remy Ma Papoose thing, I was doing a lot of searches on Remy Ma, and that AI Google thing is very useless. It said that her mother is Puerto Rican and her father is Jamaican. So I did more of a search, and then it said that she was Cameroonian, and then it said that Papoose was Cameroonian, and it was all from the Google AI. So you have to really do deep checks on these people and not use the AI part of it. I was just going to tell you that.
There you go. Thank you, dear. Thank you. See, yeah, that's why we got to double check. And this is why, and let me tell you something about the AI and some of the ops that we have online, because people, a lot of these FBI assets who try to discredit me, they deliberately feed a lot of misinformation to the algorithm so that AI will have misinformation. You understand? We got to watch that. Notice how we have a lot of these ops who will call in, these agent provocateurs, they'll call in, and the name of the game is for them to try to lie, bombard the calls with as many lies as they can, as quickly as they can. And that's to plant the seeds of doubt. Also, they lie through repetition. If they just keep using Finster accounts, repeating the same lies without any verifiable proof, just the repetition of the lies, they hope that'll stick, and they hope that it will stick to the algorithms. See, notice that we get the lying provocateurs. They call in with the "where's their smoke" illusion. See, even if the lies are debunked, if they keep repeating lies, that'll create a perception that something must be true. That's the COINTELPRO technique that's used in propaganda. It's all about planting seeds of doubt through repetition, not facts. It's all about saying the lies over and over again. And also these agent provocateurs, they try to poison the algorithm. If they mention something inflammatory or false just over and over again and just keep tweeting it, the algorithms and the AI will pick that up. You understand? That's what they hope to do. Also, what they want to do is try to distract and derail loyal audiences. Agent provocateurs, they want to confuse and distract um, the loyal audience from changing. Well, they want to change the subject, and they want to introduce drama and try to create division. So we got to understand why people lie. People just don't be lying for no reason. Now we know tethers do. Tethers be lying, but we got to understand everybody ain't a hater. Everybody ain't a tether. We do have people whose job it is as agent provocateurs to get online and talk about influencers by spreading as many egregious lies as possible without any proof. Just keep repeating the lies over and over again. You understand? And then they try to manufacture a fake consensus by lying under multiple accounts. So the objective is to basically undermine the real influencers to try to neutralize momentum. If an influencer becomes too effective at mobilizing people, that's when the agent provocateurs, they come in and they're deployed to sabotage public perception and try to muddy the message. You see. So we got to watch that stuff. So we got to watch when we dig up something on AI and it's saying something that's not really verified. You can't really verify it.
Rule work tonight. Rule work tonight. Rule work tonight. Rule work tonight. I'll be feeling so right. I got that root work tonight. Feeling fresh from the morning light. Root work hit me, I'm set for the night. Look good, smell right. Yeah, I'm that type. I gotta let the world know I got that root work tonight. Root work tonight. Yeah, root work. that